Hello everyone, welcome to another video with the Energy Alchemy with me, Chris. I wanted to talk today about stagnant energy and how to move it. I have been a dancer and a performer professionally for 20 years. Started off my world in hip hop, doing dance competitions, and loved that world. It really taught me so much. And a style I specialize in is called popping. And when I was in the beginning learning how to move my body as a dancer, and one, it just felt so good just to be embodied and to move my body specific ways. And especially when I learned how to train it to do specific moves, it was just incredible. It boosted my confidence. And then when I started to get into learning about energy work and how the body can literally move energy for you when you move it, and when there's stagnant energy in the body and how it doesn't move. Now, what I mean by stagnant energy is, an area of the body that becomes tight, or if you have a dis-ease, that's stagnant energy. It's a lot of conglomerate amount of energy that's not moved or has been given your attention, so to speak. So I wanted to offer you a few ways that you can move your body and to get stagnant energy to move. There's a whole plethora of ways that I could share with you, but I'll share 3 ways. So first one is a very simple thing that you can do is breath. So let's say, for instance, you have some tension in one of your shoulders and you have been feeling, it's been getting tighter and more uncomfortable, and your body is basically getting your attention. That's what the body does. It gets your attention. So you give it your presence, you give it your awareness, you give it your energy. So one of those simple ways you can do it is with breath. So just closing your eyes, bringing your awareness into that area of your body, and just simply breathing into it fully with an entire breath. And then exhaling out with the breath anything that feels like it's heavy, tight, or any stagnation. I'm really a firm believer in your imagination with how you visualize, maybe even particles of light leaving your body. You're actually doing so much just with that. So you could try that. Now, the point of breath is that it does actually move energy. It's a circulatory piece of who we are. So when you breathe, you're circulating energy. So when you breathe and put your awareness in with the breath, it circulates and can move energy. And you can breathe in colors. You can exhale colors. You can get really sophisticated with this. You can let out sounds, which is some of the training that I got as a sound healer and an energy healer, but bringing breath into certain areas of the body where there's stagnation and then letting out a sound or a hum or some sort of tone that represents what the stagnation might sound like or feel like. So for instance, if you have a heaviness, you could let out a sound that's like, oh, some interesting sounds can start to come out. Now, if you do invite the sound, I just want to say, be playful about it. Be curious about it. Try not to judge any weird sounds that might come out, because sound truly is just frequency. And sometimes this, when you're moving energy, it can have some really odd sounds. And to celebrate the weird, because that truly is a place where there's a lot of creativity and just some expression that wants to come out. And this can also be really helpful for your throat chakra, your ability to express yourself. So if you want to take it to a little more sophistication with breath, add some sound when you're exhaling. It's a really powerful tool. Second thing, very simple thing that we all do besides breathing, is moving. Moving, so I'm going to keep focusing on if there's tension in this area of your body, moving, stretching, shaking is a wonderful way to move energy. Patting, which is I learned when I went to bodywork school years ago, I learned a little bit of Chinese medicine training, and tapping is a wonderful way to get energy to move. It circulates the blood, it gets the muscle tissue to relax, and then it also opens up the energetic system within your physicality as well. So tapping, shaking, moving, of course, stretching is wonderful. If you really want to take it again to another sophisticated level, I used to teach classes on how to use the somatics of what's going on within this area to actually move your body through that lens, if you could say it that way. And what I mean by that is, let's say, you're doing some breath work in here, or you're feeling like there's some stress or something that you're holding on to. Maybe it's some old anger or some sadness. You take a few moments just to breathe and close your eyes and bring in your awareness into this area of your body. And then just slowly allowing the body to move you. allowing this as if it was a persona to actually move you. And this takes a lot of trust. This takes a lot of surrender. Again, this is a more sophisticated way to move physically your body. Sometimes what I would do with people is that you can actually have a character that's in there. So if you're a sad, like say you have sadness in here, you're a sad character. You start to embody like what a sad character would look like. And then if that sad character were to move, and again, allowing this area to show you how it wants to move, you can start to play with that and embody that. When you do this type of work, it's really interesting to watch what happens and what comes through. So if you decide to take it to that level, besides just kind of doing some normal shaking and moving and stretching in your body and even dancing, I invite you to bring a journal and journal about what comes through, because it can be really powerful what this area in your body has to say with you. Okay. Third thing, I love essential oils. I've been working with them off and on for many years. There's some good companies that I've worked with. I currently I use doTERRA oils, and then also Young Living are great oils. I know that Floricopia is another really wonderful oil company that makes really beautiful purified essential oils. And right now I'm going to be showing you one particular oil. This is Peppermint by doTERRA. Now, peppermint is a oil that's very circulatory. It gets things to move. Let's say you have some sinus congestion. You breathe some of this stuff. Woo, it's going to wake you up. Okay, it's great for digestion. If you want to put this on your belly, if you have digestive issues, diluted with some coconut oil, you rub it on your belly and it'll get energy to move. This also is a wonderful oil for placing it on areas of the body that has any stagnation. So again, if you had stagnation in that right shoulder, you could take some oil, dilute it with some coconut oil, and just rub it on this area, and it can get a little awakened with the heat and also coolness that peppermint provides. So these are 3 things that you can do to get energy to move, to get stagnation to move out of your body. If this is something that you want to try, you want to dive into more, or if you're curious about, or if you want to dive into more of the energetics behind what's going on in there, meaning the emotional aspect, and maybe, you want to dive into there with guided meditation. That's the work that I do with my intuitive coaching services. So please feel free to reach out to me if you want to dive into different areas of your body that may have stagnation, that you're having trouble moving, or you just want to get more training on how to do that. And I can teach you that through my coaching, which is what I love to do because I love to teach. Please feel free to reach out to me. My website is Grove Circle Healing, like a tree grove. And again, my name is Chris, and my last name is Young-Ginzburg. My company is Grove Circle Healing. I look forward to working with you, and I hope that this video was helpful and that you get a chance to practice moving your energy in these ways.